Welcome back to Gooner Fanzine TV. We're in the shadows at Emirates after Arsenal's hugely disappointing 2-2 draw with Southampton. We're going to talk player ratings with Dan the Man Manty, who's come from the press box. Talk us through it, Dan. Bernd Leno first.
I gave Bernd Leno a 7. I thought he did okay, made some decent saves, especially the one for the penalty. Probably could have pushed it the other way, but I mean, in that situation, you know, he's a goalkeeper. He's not favoured to save the penalty. He did well to save it in the first place. Maybe someone could have followed in to clear it, which they didn't. Okay performance, so 7.
Hector Bellerin.
Gave him a 6. Thought did okay going forward. Didn't really do as well as Tierney down the other side for me. Did his defensive work okay. So a bit of a middle of the road performance. So 6.
And in terms of him running off when he was subbed,
I like 10 out of 10. Yeah, 10 out of 10 for that. Yeah,
absolutely. Let's go to Kieran Tierney, right back, left back even.
I had him down as a 7 or 7.5, and then he gave away the penalty, so I had to knock it down. He ended up with a 6.5.
Okay.
I thought he played a really crucial role in both goals. I think he set up both it was key in both of them. Got forward really well. That's clearly a strong point in his game. Defended okay, so 6.5. Would have been higher if he hadn't given away the penalty, although to be fair, it was a soft penalty, and I thought VAR were going to overturn it at one point, but fortunately not.
Absolutely. And how much out of 10 for wearing a short-sleeved Arsenal shirt with no Under Armour white sleeving?
He's hard as nails, isn't he? I love it. 10 out of 10.
Love it.
Old
10
school.
Out of 10. Absolutely. And the 3 defenders we needed to field against Southampton?
The 3 defenders...
The centre-halves, I should say.
The 3 defenders all got a 3.
Did they? Really?
Yeah.
Talk us through them.
It was just for the mistakes for the goals, really. The first goal, Chambers, you can't really go into him for, giving away the foul. It happens to every player.
Yeah.
But in that situation, he should have stepped in front of the ball to stop him being taken quickly. He should have been switched on. If you watch the goal back, Socrates is playing Danny Ings on side. He's so much deeper than everyone else. And David Luiz isn't even looking at the ball. Yeah. He's looking somewhere else. I don't know what he's looking at. Maybe winning trophies at Chelsea. I don't know.
Certainly not Arsenal.
Yeah, so all 3 of them were at fault for the first goal. And then but the second one, you can't really argue that, although someone maybe should have been picking up Ings rather than Tierney. But Socrates, to that point in the second half, where he was running around in his own box and he gave the ball away and Southampton should have scored, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop playing out from the back. I keep saying it over and over again. Just stop doing it, for the love of God. David Luiz, as well, one of the worst signings I've seen for Arsenal. I'm going to say that now. He's awful. He's terrible. I've never been a fan of his. I'm still not.
Yeah.
He's not been convincing, and he just doesn't do it for me. Chambers, he's been okay this season. One of Arsenal's better performers in a very bad bunch.
Didn't have a good game today.
No, he didn't. So they all got a 3.
Yeah. I think that's probably fair enough, to be fair. Talk us through the midfield.
I gave Torreira a 7. I thought he was quite good.
Okay.
I thought it was, especially in the first half. But should you be surprised that he played well in the role he naturally plays in? No. I think I counted in the first 6 minutes of the game, we intercepted the ball 4 times.
Okay.
Which, shows exactly why he should be playing week in, week out in his natural position.
Yeah.
Decent performance, worked hard, a lot of running, a lot of interceptions, some tackles, broke up the play well. So decent display, 7.
Okay. Guendouzi?
I gave him a 6.
Okay.
Most of that was for effort and running around. I think he needs to have more impact going backwards and forwards in terms of making key tackles, interceptions, and driving a team on like we've seen him do. So poor performance from him, 6.
Okay. Let's talk about Lacazette. He's had a bit of stick, obviously, this season in terms of just not scoring as many goals as he can. Not been. I know he's been injured and everything, but obviously really good performance today, or really good goal-scoring performance today. Yeah. What was your take on him? What did you give him?
8, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Would have been lower if he hadn't scored that goal, but he looked back to his best today. He was sharp in the box, a lot of running, a lot of effort, and there were times when he was the only man kind of with the ball at his feet, running at people, trying to cause problems. If I was in Emery, I would have gone to that dressing room and kissed him because he saved his job today. He honestly, if he hadn't scored that equaliser or even the first one, Emery's gone. Yeah. Emery would have been sacked.
Do you really believe that?
Yeah. I really do believe that.
Obviously, Dan's come in the press conference. There was a half-hour delay, wasn't there, when you're waiting for the manager to come out?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Did turn up in the end.
Why do you think there was a delay then?
Well, I think there was probably a lot of talk going on in the dressing room, and maybe he was seeing people higher up in the chain, maybe Raul Sané, someone like that.
What do you think they were saying to him?
Fuck your ideas up, basically, or you're gone. And I think if that wasn't what was said, then it should have been what was said, basically, because we can't go on like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're literally, if we keep on like this, we will get relegated. I'm not even joking.
Let's hope not.
Well, honestly, if Emery stays for the whole season, we will be relegated. I'm telling you now.
Strong words from Dan the Man there. Let's take a step back. Obviously, I've jumped to the forwards. We've missed out Ozil. What was your take on Ozil?
5.5.
Okay. Is that good for Ozil or bad? I'll never know these days.
No.
Okay.
It should be the one creative outlet. He didn't really create a lot today. There was one moment I really liked from him, but it was never going to boost his rating up high enough. It was in the first half where he gave a foul away, which wasn't a foul, and you could see he was frustrated. Southampton took the free kick short, and he straight away went and pressed in, and he, bustled his man to the floor, won the ball, and they were off. That's what I want to see more from him. I want to see that grit and that fire and that energy.
Yeah.
So if we can keep doing that, if we can keep that more often, and then add in the creating chances with it, I think he'll be playing at the level we expect and need from him. But he had to do more for me today. Yeah. So 5.5.
Yeah, I think it's probably right, really. Aubameyang.
5.5 as well.
Okay.
But he's not someone like Lacazette who's going to create things with the ball at his feet. He's someone who needs the service to produce a moment of magic or produce a finish that you don't expect him to pull off. And if he's not getting the service, you can't expect him to do anything. It's, there needs to be a supply line to him to get the best out of him.
Yeah.
So, 5.5.
Okay. We'll touch on the subs in a second. Obviously, Arsenal have got Frankfurt on Thursday. Europa League, not so important, practically through anyway.
Yep.
Next league game is a week on Sunday at Carrow Road against Norwich.
Yeah.
We talked about this on the podcast. Next 4 games are massive important, including today.
Yeah.
So we've got 1 point out of 3 today. Mm-hmm. Norwich is a massive game.
Well, they won 2-0 at Everton today, which is a good result for them. They'll have fire in their bellies. They'll be wanting to win it. They're in a bit of a relegation scrap at the moment. They'll need the 3 points as much as we do.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've got the advantage being at home. Carrow Road can be a ground where the noise really does drive a team on. We've seen Arsenal lose there before in the past. Tough fixture, and I don't see Arsenal winning it. They did today.
Absolutely. I think you're probably right, to be fair. Let's go to the subs then. So there were late subs as well, weren't they?
Well, Pepe at half-time.
Yeah,
I gave him a 6.5. I thought he made an impact when he came on.
Yeah.
I thought, I don't know what he was doing when he ran through one-on-one. He should have just gone himself rather than trying to pass it to Ozil. But, at least he had kind of energy and drive to get beyond people and go and try and create something.
Yeah.
Hit the bar without bicycle kick. It would have been nice if it came off, but unfortunately not.
Yeah.
I think he should have started for me personally.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think the back 3 formation works. I don't know what formation would work at this point, but the back 3 definitely doesn't work.
Yeah.
So 6.5, and then
Joe Willock.
Well, the 2 subs were so late, I didn't actually give him a rating. But on reflection, I thought Joe Willock, in the moments he was on and the things he did, was quite good. It wouldn't have been 2-2 if it wasn't for him, because he cleared that shot off the line at 2-1, which showed real kind of intelligence and nous for him to get behind the keeper and be where he was.
Yeah.
And then, he as Serge said in the reaction video, he got up, he was off at the top of the pitch.
Yeah.
He had a header that was saved, I think. And so he was someone who was really just driving Arsenal on in those final few minutes. And he wasn't involved in the goal, but you have to think that his energy and his drive helped Arsenal get the equaliser.
Yeah.
Martinelli, he put the cross in for the equaliser, didn't he? So probably 6 for Martinelli and 6.5 for Joe Willock.
And obviously Martinelli is hugely promising talent, as is Willock. But Martinelli's 18. Does he deserve to be dropped in at games like this? It's such a crucial.
I'd start him.
Would you really?
Yeah. I'd start him. I'll give him a chance.
Okay.
But we've said with Emery in the past, he gives young players a chance to play well. You look at Bukayo Saka earlier in the season; he had that really good performance in Frankfurt. I know you were there, yeah. And he got rewarded with, I think, 4 consecutive Premier League starts, and maybe struggled a bit, but he was rewarded, and you can't argue that. I think Martinelli has been our best player this season. He's not played in the Premier League. I don't see why he won't give him a chance.
Okay. And one final mark, Unai Emery.
0.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Where do we go from here?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, what are the positives? But if you give him 0, there are no positives.
No. He just... I don't even know what to say about him anymore. I'm just lost for words. It's just a man who's run out of ideas. His instructions aren't getting conveyed. Doesn't know what formation he wants to play. Doesn't know his best team. He doesn't know what to do anymore. And the clock is ticking very fast.
Yeah. If your message to the Arsenal board, if you were going to give a message to the Arsenal board, what would it be now?
That Emery has to go for the sake, for the long-term future of the club.
Okay.
And not just the short-term.
Okay. Strong words from Dan the Man as ever. We're in the shadows of the Emirates after Arsenal's hugely disappointing 2-2 draw. Like, comment, share. We really want to know what you guys think. You've heard Dan the Man's opinion. We've got other videos out as well. We're talking strong comment about Arsenal where we're not convinced by Emery in any way, shape or form, and we think he should go, basically. What do you think? Subscribe as well, it really helps us. We want you to get on board, join the conversation. Thanks for watching after a really, really disappointing 2-2 draw with Southampton at the Emirates. Cheers.